thanks for tweeting me the other day. I literally cried. And true story. And secondly, do you believe that we have a wage gap, like a current wage gap?
Between men and women?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is no wage gap between men and women for women who are straight out of college and are single and do not have kids. The wage gap not only does not exist, there is, if anything, a reverse wage gap. So according to a study quoted in Time magazine in 2010, women are earning 8% more than men in 50 major cities across the United States, on average coming straight out of college. The truth is that women take more time off from work. They take different jobs than men. A lot of high-paying jobs for men involve men going into really dangerous places and doing really dangerous things that women either don't want to do or aren't physically qualified to do. I mean, I'm sorry to break it to the left, but it turns out that on average, women are not as strong as men. So, they're going to be more male firemen than firewomen, just as a general rule. When it comes to the reality is that the wage gap it entirely disappears once you factor out the types of jobs that are being done, the amount of time in the workforce, the amount of time taken off, the number of hours worked. My wife, again, not to use her as an example for everything, my wife's a perfect example of this. She took off a year between her residency, between med school and residency. Between second and third year of medical school. She took off a year to take care of our first baby, and then she took off a few months after she had our second baby, before she went back to residency. I took off a week both times. And that's not because I'm so strong and tough or because she's so weak and fragile. She's really tough. It's because my wife wanted to spend time with our kids, and that was her choice, and thank God we were able to make that happen. So that's not, that is not a rip on women at all. In fact, I think it's glorious that so many women want to take time out to do the most important thing that any human being can do, which is raise their children.